I've coached quite a few leaders over my 51 years in the marketplace, and I can predict with pretty decent accuracy which leaders will succeed based on how they handle five trust building behaviors. Before we speak about those behaviors, though, I'm Denise Miller, your Leadership Lady Live, and we are here for our deep dive into building trust and rapport. There are exact do's and don'ts that separate great leaders from the rest. Before we talk about those, I'd like to remind you to remember to like, subscribe, and share if you like the material that I generally present. Now, the first do is admit your mistakes when something goes wrong. Take responsibility before pointing at any solutions. Say straight up, plain and simple, I made an error in judgment here. Don't say mistakes were made. If you made it, own it. Your team will respect your ownership and be more likely to admit their own mistakes. The second do is to give credit publicly, give feedback privately, celebrate team wins in group settings, and mention the specific contributions of team members. Handle performance issues in private and one-on-one conversations. This shows that you're invested both in team success and in the individual growth of your team members. The third do is to ask for help. Leaders who ask, what am I missing? Where can I improve? Show vulnerability and genuine desire to grow. It makes you more relatable to your team members and it encourages others to seek help when they need it. The fourth do is to follow through on small commitments. If you say that you're going to send an article, send it. If you promise that you're going to look into something, look into it and report back. Even if you don't have a solution yet, at least get started and let people know that you did. Small consistencies lead to bigger promises and they lead to a team that trusts you. The last thing is to share your decision-making process. Don't just announce a decision and tell people, well, I decided. Let them know what options you considered, why you chose certain options, why you chose to leave out others. That way, people get to know your thinking, they get to understand your logic, and even when they disagree, they realize that it just wasn't an arbitrary and capricious process, but that you had a method. Now we're going to talk about the don'ts. The first don't is don't make promises during emotional moments. When tensions are high, avoid saying, I'll fix this or this will never happen again. Instead, say, let me look into this, think about it, and get back to you tomorrow. Rushed promises often become broken promises. I've done it and I know that it can happen to you too. The second don't is don't tell some team members some things and other team members not. Information should be shared equally among everyone in your team so that everyone understands what's going on, why it's going on, and how you expect it to affect the team. Conversations are important. Make sure that you hold conversations when it comes to conflict. Don't ignore the tough decisions and the tough situations. Don't ignore issues that are cropping up. Handle them. Don't handle them publicly, handle them privately, but handle them. And the last is don't forget to close the loop when someone brings you a concern. Look into it and get back to them with your decision. Don't just listen and walk away and never say anything to them about it again. Don't assume that they're going to see the changes that you made because they may not. When you break trust, and you will break trust because you are human, and it does happen, there are four A's that will get you back on track. Remember what we spoke about earlier this week. You gain trust in drops and you lose it in buckets. When you've broken trust, the first A is acknowledge specifically what happened and accept full responsibility. The second A is to apologize. Apologize without excuses. You did it, you did it. The third A is to ask what you can do to make it right. And the fourth A is to act specifically. Commit to what you need to do and act specifically to do it. Now, which of these do's or don'ts hit closest to home for you? Let me know what you're going to do to correct the don't. Remember that you can also call on me if you need to make some decisions. After all, I am a leadership and communications coach who has been in the marketplace for 51 years as a leader. I have tons of material and solutions that I can offer you. Also, remember to like the content, to follow me, to subscribe, and to share. I look forward to seeing you in June so that we can work on new leadership and communications topics. Have a great balance of the day.